So, Gabs, I think we should just have a little conversation. Because I just want to see how much you know about what mommy has and what your feelings are, and just that kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you know what mommy's condition is called?
No.
It's called epidermolysis bullosa.
That's very confusing.
That is very confusing, right?
Yes.
Epidermolysis bullosa. It just means, so the epidermis is your top layer of skin,
Yes.
and bullosa means blisters, and lysis means splitting. So it's the splitting and the blistering of the skin. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I don't think you're going to remember that, but that's okay, right?
Yeah.
So, like, what does it mean? How do you understand what happens to Bob? What actually happens to me?
Well, you get lots of blisters and you itch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you get lots of wounds.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to bandage them with your bandages and put gauze.
Like every day, right?
Yes.
And does it take me long?
Yes, it takes you 4 hours.
4 hours, right?
Yes.
And like, what do the wounds look like? How would you describe them?
They pink and they're a bit watery.
That's actually really true. They are pink and watery, right? And what about the blisters? What is a blister?
Well, there's skin covering it, and it's like a watery something inside.
That's
Like
true.
water.
It's filled with like a fluid, right?
Yes.
And how do we drain blisters? Do you know how we drain blisters?
You pop them with a needle, and then you put cotton wool over them to keep the wetness inside.
To absorb all of the liquid here.
Yeah.
And like, how has this disease affected mommy's body? Like, what's happened? What are some of the things you notice? Like with my hands, with my feet, like
You itch a lot, and your fingers are stuck together, and you have a lot of dry skin. And you mostly wear socks in with your shoes.
And my toes.
Yes, they're very stuck together. You can't move them at all.
Right, they stuck together here.
Yes.
And sometimes we joke that mommy doesn't have toes, right?
Yes.
Like when Shimmy Dad says, like when I say somebody stepped on my toes, what do you guys say?
You don't have any toes.
Right. Okay, and like, what are some of the ways like I get hurt?
Well, when the other morning you got hurt because Shimmy Dad let the dogs inside to give them a wake up and let them come inside for a little bit, and then Sarah came and stepped on you and you got really hurt and you started to cry.
Yeah, the dogs hurt me a lot because they can jump on me and scratch me.
And Jonah, when you try to make him sleep, but when you try to make him sleep, he hurts you.
Yeah, because he rubs his head on my chest and sometimes on my hands.
And sometimes scratches you.
And he can scratch because he's a baby, right?
And sometimes I mistakenly hurt you when I don't know that you have a sore.
Yeah, because my skin is so fragile and it just gets hurt so quickly, right? And like, do I spend a lot of time? Do you think I spend a lot of time looking after myself? And
you do, because you need to look after your body so one day you can be better.
Do you think I'm gonna get better one day?
I think so, but I think you'll get better. Some of you won't get like blisters all the time.
Let's hope so, right?
Yes.
And like, what are some of the things I struggle to do? Like, what have you noticed?
You struggle to open jars.
Mm-hmm.
You struggle to carry Jonah.
Yeah,
You
I
struggle
do.
to drive.
Sometimes when my fingers are sore, hey?
Yes, and you struggle to open bottles, and you struggle to walk sometimes.
Yeah, because I get a lot of pain in my legs.
Yes.
And the blisters on the feet. And how, like, what are, I'm trying to think of some questions now. What are some of the other things I struggle with? Like my eyes, my throat.
Your throat hurts, and then you struggle to like eat,
Mm-hmm.
and you take very long, and you struggle to see, because sometimes in the mornings when you wake up, your eyes don't open and they closed.
Yeah. And then I can't open them, hey?
Yes.
And then you guys gotta help me to get around.
Yes, we help you to go to the toilet, we help you eat. Sometimes in your throat, so we get you the special food or some jelly.
Yeah, and soup.
Yes.
All this nice soft stuff. And what else? And what are some of the things you help me with? Because you help me a lot.
I help you open the jars, I help you open the bottle, I help you eat, I take your plate to the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
I help you walk around to the toilet stuff,
And
I
you
help you put cream and oil on your back when you can't reach.
every day you put cream
Yes,
on my
and
back, hey?
sometimes, as you were small, I was also helping you.
From little, hey?
Yes.
And you used to even want to pop my blisters. Weren't you scared?
Yes, I was a little bit scared, but I got used to it after that.
Yeah, you were brave, hey, that you wanted to help and learn to pop blisters for me. And didn't it make you like ever feel weird to touch mommy or to see the wounds?
It isn't weird because you're my mom and I love you, so it doesn't feel weird.
Aw, that's so heartwarming, Ellie. Yeah, cause you massage my feet for me, and like
And
you
your
don't ever
hands.
feel dirty about touching blood or seeing blood or anything, and like you're always helping me when I'm getting my bandages done, all of that stuff, hey?
Yes.
And like let's talk about like your friends at school and stuff. Like, do they ever ask questions?
Yes, they do.
Like, what do they ask?
Yeah, this boy at school, he's named David.
I can't see you. Sit up there.
This boy at school named David, he asked about you, and I just told him that you were born with it, but he keeps on asking me, and I'm getting irritated, so I just don't talk to him about it anymore.
Is he mean? Like, is he mean to you? Does he tease you?
No, he is a little bit mean, but not so much, but I don't really care.
Oh, I wonder why Jonah's crying so much. And so like your friends, they don't like ever feel like weird to touch you or ask if it's gonna happen to you or anything like that?
No.
So generally they cool about it, right?
Yes, and at school every morning I ask my teacher to pray for you.
I know you do, because every time I come to school, your teacher says that you prayed for me, and or you told them I wasn't well, and you guys kept me in prayer or something like that.
Yes.
So at least you're praying for me, hey? And cool. Okay, I'm glad, so that they don't really argue too much, and that you know what to tell them. You know that you're not scared to talk about what happened to mommy,
No, but
or
I
you
just
don't
don't
feel
wanna.
shy.
No, I just don't want to tell other people.
Other people like who?
Like my other friends, because they spread it, and then they get to tell other people, and other people are gonna tell other people, and then they're gonna make me shy, and then they're gonna make my heart sore because I don't want anybody else to know.
Yeah. So so like if a lot of people know, maybe they're gonna like
Not play with me anymore.
not play with you anymore.
Yes.
Well, let's hope we can educate them and teach them a little bit so that they won't feel bad about playing with you, and they'll know how helpful you are to mommy here. And um what did I want to ask you now? Do you like how like when we go out and stuff, like do you notice that people stare at mom, and like how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel sad because when we went to Callisto's for Auntie Vanna's birthday, there was white people behind us that was staring at you as you were eating your food.
And people stare a lot, right?
Yes, they do.
But don't you think like maybe they stare because like they just don't know what happened to mom, and it's like so like you can see it.
And I feel sorry for you.
Do you feel sorry for me? Or do they feel sorry for me?
They feel sorry for you.
I think maybe they do, because they don't really know what happened. So
And they were being so nice at the restaurant.
yeah, because we were speaking to them, right?
Yes.
So generally like people stare and stuff, and we've kind of had to get used to it, and like as long as it doesn't make you feel really bad, like I don't want you to feel bad when people stare.
Okay.
And like be too worried about it, because I think like if we saw somebody else that wasn't exactly looking like everybody else does, that we'd probably stare and wonder what happened also here.
Yes.
But the most important thing is what? We must always be kind, and
nice.
we must smile, and we must talk to them and not make them feel weird here.
Yes.
That's good, Gabby. And then, like, what are some of the things you wish we could do more together, like that we can't really do together?
Like, we can braid each other's hair because you can't hold my hair.
Yeah, your hair. I struggle to do your hair for you, right?
You struggle sometimes to like paint my nails.
And we can't paint nails together because
you don't have any toes.
I don't have any nails. And like what other stuff do you like ever wish like I could like run around and
and play with me outside, and we can have like picnics and stuff.
Like we can't really play rough together, hey?
Yes.
Yeah. And like what else? Is there anything else like you would want people to know about mom?
That.
What are some of the weird things? Like is it weird that I can't stick out my tongue?
Yeah. It's weird that you don't have any toes.
Right.
And any toenails and nails in your fingers. But everything else, yeah. And you have a phone, you can text on your phone. You can watch TV, you can press with the remote. And yeah, and you always have a smile on your face.
I do. But I kind of think I'm a little bit of a grumpy mom. Our video got cut off there. What were we saying? Oh, I was asking you, am I a little bit of a grumpy mom?
Yes, you are a little bit.
I am,
but
right?
Not so much, yes.
But why do you think I get grumpy?
Because you body is like this, and sometimes I don't listen.
That's true. You don't listen sometimes. but it's also because like sometimes maybe I'm in pain or I'm like, irritated because something's sore,
Yes.
or
Sometimes you're angry or something else, and then I make you more angry.
but you don't make me angry like so
Like,
much.
So angry.
And like, what else can we tell? What else can we?
You can lift things.
I try, right?
Yes.
So like, what do you admire about? So like, what kind of things? Like, what do you admire about mom? Like, if you were to say my mom is like,
I admire your food, your tasty food.
oh, thank you.
I admire that you take me shopping.
And you always help me to carry the bags, right?
Yes.
Like I can't go shopping without you.
Yes.
And
that when we're at home, I admire you because you're my mom.
and what else can we tell them? I don't know what else. Oh, so you know quite a lot about what mommy goes through every day, and I think you're quite understanding, like, of what happens, and you're patient with mom, and like you help me a lot, and you're not shy to talk about it.
Yes.
And you're very brave. You always be like super brave child. So that's cool. I'm glad we had this chat. Is there anything else you want to say? That's all.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.